For a Scottish-born actor who grew up in New Zealand, Erik Thomson has packed in a lot of Aussie TV.
All right, let's do it. And remember, short-term pain
for long-term gain.
Exactly.
But before he was winning Australia's hearts on Packed to the Rafters, he was shattering them and our souls with his untimely death in All Saints.
Look at me. Open your eyes. Open your eyes.
He's gone, Terry. Now, in news that'll have theatres packed to the rafters, Eric's taking on one of the most iconic Christmas characters of all time.
Would you please welcome the one and only Erik Thomson? Great to see you. Ebenezer Scrooge. Have you got any Scrooge-like qualities?
At Christmas time, yeah, look, I'm not a massive fan of Christmas. I mean, leading up to it. I love it when I get
So you're an actual Scrooge
it gets there. A little bit of a Scrooge. No, I like it when it gets there, but the lead-up's always a bit tense. So it's the best time of year to go on a holiday. That first week before Christmas is always because everyone's getting intense. So
you just come back for the party?
Come back for the party. Everyone else does the work. Come back for the party. That's the way to go. Yeah.
But when you take on a role like Scrooge, you know, in theatre, I mean that character's been around for over 100 years or whatever.
Yeah,
you know? So do you feel a lot of pressure to, I don't know, to make it new or anything, or are you trying to just keep it traditional? What's your...
Well, the script's so beautiful, and it's the production has been done many times in London. It's run, you know, it's a tradition in London. It's been in Melbourne. This is the third time it's been in Melbourne, so it's got a real tradition around it. And all I can do is just to sort of fit in and bring my own interpretation of the role. So I haven't got time to put any extra pressure on myself because I've got to learn my lines. I start rehearsals tomorrow, and it's got 5 weeks or 6 weeks of a rehearsal process. It's a bit of a mountain to climb, but I'm excited about it.
You've played wholesome characters, but Scrooge is a bit of an old curmudgeon.
Yeah.
Do you prefer a character like this, a curmudgeon? I don't know, is there more to sink your teeth into in of a bit of an angry...
Certainly because you know that you've got a beautiful journey, that it's going to be a happy ending. So you can really pull against that, and I think that's why people love Scrooge and love the story of A Christmas Carol, is because it, you know, it's a redemption story. It's a story for the whole family. And it ends with the festive season, and I think, you know, certainly in the Southern Hemisphere we don't have the snow and we don't have those, you know, all those kind of things. So it's a great opportunity to get into the theatre and to be reminded about, you know, the traditions, you know, the European traditions of Christmas.
I want to talk about your career for a second, because I hear that there was a bit of a sliding doors moment. And you had a very
truly
different...
confused.
Probably in a
I
few.
hope I've got the right research here.
Yeah.
You weren't always going to be an actor. That wasn't your plan A.
It wasn't my plan A. No. My dad was in the Royal Naval Reserve. He was a doctor, and like all of my ancestors were fishermen, and the sea was in our blood. And at the time in the 80s, the Royal Navy was, you know, still sort of sailed the seas, and I went into because I was a British citizen. I was going to walk into the recruitment office, and they said even though I was a British citizen, I lived in New Zealand, so they rejected me. So you've got to live in Britain for 5 years before you become a member of the Navy. I was all set to sign up. I could have been like dressed in white, you know, walking around Singapore, you know, being a colonial.
You got knocked back from the Navy.
They knocked me back because I was a terror threat from New Zealand.
I thought you were going to say because you got seasickness or something. Yeah.
No, nothing like that. Just sorry, rule book.
So you grew up in New Zealand, but you were born in the UK. You were born in Scotland.
Born in Scotland, grew up in New Zealand.
Spent a lot of time here.
Yeah, I've spent, nearly 30 years here.
So which is the best country to claim you? Which country can sort of claim you?
Well, I've had to dig deep and work it out. I'm actually... all of them, I claim all of the countries. I'm 100% Australian, 100% New Zealander, and 100% Scotsman. Right. I can't divvy it up, and they can all claim me as much as they want. You know, like when I do good, I guess I'm from that country, and when I don't do good, you know,
but you're disowned.
There are examples of that already in Australia.
Your accent it has elements of all those. When you are in the different regions, do you turn up an element of that accent for that region?
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. Maybe people say when they meet me that they didn't realise I had an accent when I'm doing Australian TV. So I guess I probably do adapt like an octopus. You know?
Do you still have your full Scottish accent? Can you do it?
I could probably... No, Oh, no, I couldn't.
You almost did, though.
I could.
Yeah, you were thinking about it.
I know we haven't got long, so... I've only got a few poems I could read.
Well, Scrooge obviously has the ghost of Christmas past. If the ghost of Christmas past came back to you, is there anything he'd tell you shouldn't have done before?
Oh, yeah, it'd be a much longer show.
We haven't got time to get to any of the stuff, the juicy stuff that we want to hear about.
I know that, so we can end with that.
Oh, that's very clever. You're a seasoned professional.
Tickets to see Erik as Ebenezer Scrooge are available through our website. Would you please thank the wonderful Erik Thomson?